Most people are drinking their coffee completely wrong. Not the coffee itself. The coffee is fine. It's what they're putting in it, or more accurately, what they're not putting in it, that's silently blocking fat loss every single morning. Because here's what the research actually shows. The right additions to your morning cup don't just slightly improve fat burning. They can shift the entire hormonal environment of your body within hours. And the wrong additions, the flavored creamers, the sugar syrups, the sweetened oat milks, don't just add empty calories. They actively shut down the fat burning process at the cellular level. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through 6 levels of coffee upgrades, starting simple and building to the most powerful combination I've ever put together. Each level activates a different fat burning pathway, and all of them can be stacked. Let's start at level 1. This one surprises people every time. Black pepper. The thing sitting right next to your salt shaker. Civilizations across Asia and the Middle East have used it medicinally for over 4,000 years. Roman emperors accepted it as tax payment. It was called black gold, and they weren't being dramatic. The reason it matters for fat loss is a compound called piperine. Piperine is what gives black pepper its distinctive heat, and it does something remarkable inside your body. It blocks the formation of new fat cells at the genetic level by suppressing the genes that signal your body to create fat storage cells. Less fat cell creation means less place for fat to be deposited. That alone makes it powerful. But piperine also dramatically improves how well your body absorbs the other nutrients you consume alongside it. This is called bioavailability, and it matters more than most people realize. You could be eating all the right things, taking all the right supplements, and your body might only be capturing a fraction of those nutrients because absorption is poor. Piperine has been shown in studies to increase the bioavailability of certain nutrients by as much as 2,000%. So everything else in this list becomes more effective the moment you add black pepper. For your coffee, 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper is all you need. Pre-ground black pepper from a jar loses potency quickly. A simple pepper grinder changes everything. And the flavor? It blends into coffee much more naturally than people expect. A little heat, a little depth. You'll stop noticing it within a few days and start noticing something else, that the rest of your stack is working harder than it did before. That's level 1. For thousands of years, traditional medicine systems across India and Southeast Asia used this bright orange root to treat inflammation, support the liver, and regulate digestion. Modern researchers have now identified the compound responsible for those effects, curcumin. And what they found about curcumin and fat metabolism is significant. Here's the mechanism most people don't know. Chronic low-grade inflammation and fat storage are directly linked. When your body's inflammatory response is constantly elevated, which happens from stress, processed food, poor sleep, and even excess body fat itself, it disrupts the hormonal signals that regulate hunger, insulin sensitivity, and fat metabolism. It creates a cycle. Fat drives inflammation. Inflammation makes it harder to burn fat. Curcumin interrupts that cycle. It suppresses specific inflammatory proteins, particularly something called NF-κB, which acts as a master switch for the body's inflammatory response. When that switch gets turned down, metabolic function starts to improve, insulin resistance decreases, and the body becomes more capable of releasing and burning stored fat. One clinical study found that participants supplementing with curcumin lost significantly more abdominal fat compared to a placebo group, even with similar diets and exercise levels. Now, here's the critical detail that most people miss with turmeric. Curcumin has very poor absorption on its own. Your body processes it quickly and eliminates most of it before it can work. This is where black pepper from level 1 becomes essential. Remember how piperine increases bioavailability? When you combine black pepper with turmeric, the absorption of curcumin increases by up to 2,000%. That's not a typo. Those two ingredients are scientifically designed to work together, which is why they've been paired in traditional medicine for centuries. Add a 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder to your coffee along with that 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. The flavor is earthy and slightly bitter, which is why many people combine it with something sweet or creamy. Which brings us to the next levels. Golden coffee is having a moment for a reason. This one is different from everything else on this list. Because while most fat-burning strategies focus on metabolism directly, this one goes after the hormonal environment that controls metabolism upstream. And for millions of people, fixing that environment is the missing piece they've been overlooking for years. Ashwagandha is an adaptogenic root that has been central to Ayurvedic medicine for over 3,000 years. The name itself translates roughly to smell of horse, referring to the root's distinctive aroma and the belief that it conveyed the strength and vitality of a horse. Modern research on it has been extensive, and what stands out most for fat loss is its effect on cortisol. Cortisol is your primary stress hormone. Under short bursts of stress, it's useful. It mobilizes energy, sharpens focus, and keeps you alert. But when cortisol stays chronically elevated, which is the reality for most people in high-pressure modern lives, it actively promotes fat storage, specifically around the midsection. It increases appetite, disrupts sleep, breaks down muscle tissue, and creates insulin resistance. In other words, elevated cortisol is one of the most effective fat storage machines your body has, and most fat loss plans completely ignore it. Ashwagandha directly reduces cortisol levels. In multiple randomized controlled trials, participants taking ashwagandha root extract saw cortisol levels drop by an average of 20 to 30% compared to placebo groups. One 8-week study showed participants lost significantly more body weight and body fat percentage while also reporting reduced food cravings, particularly for high-sugar foods, which is a cortisol-driven craving pattern many people recognize immediately. The key is the form you use. Look for a standardized extract, specifically KSM66 or Sensoril. Those are the most clinically studied forms. A typical dose is 300 to 600 milligrams, which for most powder products works out to roughly half a teaspoon. It blends well with coffee, especially with the creaminess added by fats in later levels, and the earthy notes pair naturally with the turmeric you're already adding. Level 3 targets the hormonal environment that no metabolism supplement reaches. Your body already makes this one. L-carnitine is an amino acid compound that your liver and kidneys produce naturally. But most people don't make enough of it to maximize fat burning, and most people have never heard of it outside of gym supplement labels, which is unfortunate because the mechanism here is one of the most direct fat-burning processes in human physiology. Here's the simple version. Every cell in your body has mitochondria, the tiny energy-generating structures you probably learned about in biology class. The mitochondria is where fat actually gets burned and converted into usable energy. But fat can't get into the mitochondria on its own. It needs a transport molecule to carry it across the mitochondrial membrane. That transport molecule is L-carnitine. Without adequate L-carnitine, fatty acids accumulate outside the mitochondria and get redirected back into storage instead of being burned. With sufficient L-carnitine, the door opens and fat moves into the furnace. Clinical research has shown that L-carnitine supplementation meaningfully increases fat oxidation, particularly during aerobic exercise, but also during normal daily activity. One meta-analysis examining data from nearly 1,200 subjects found that L-carnitine supplementation resulted in significantly greater fat mass reduction compared to controls. 1 gram to 2 grams per day is the effective range shown in research, which works out to roughly a half teaspoon to a full teaspoon of L-carnitine powder. The powder form dissolves cleanly in coffee with absolutely no noticeable flavor change. It's one of the easiest additions on this entire list. And because caffeine increases the release of fatty acids from fat cells, essentially unlocking fat from storage, pairing it with L-carnitine creates a direct pipeline. Caffeine releases the fat. L-carnitine transports it into the mitochondria to be burned. The two work in sequence in a way that no other combination on this list quite replicates. I know, it sounds wrong. Vinegar in coffee sounds like something that should never happen. Stay with me because the research here is too compelling to dismiss based on flavor alone. And there are ways to make this work that don't ruin your morning. The primary active compound in apple cider vinegar is acetic acid. And acetic acid affects fat metabolism through a completely different pathway than everything else on this list. It works on the liver. Specifically, it activates an enzyme called AMPK, which is sometimes called the body's master metabolic switch. When AMPK is activated, the body shifts strongly toward fat-burning mode and away from fat storage mode. It suppresses the production of new fat from carbohydrates, reduces liver fat accumulation, and improves the muscle tissue's ability to use glucose efficiently, which directly reduces the insulin spike after meals. Published clinical trials have shown meaningful results. One 12-week study found that participants consuming apple cider vinegar daily lost significantly more visceral fat, the dangerous deep abdominal fat, wrapped around organs, compared to the placebo group, even with no other dietary changes. Another study found it reduced fasting blood sugar levels, comparably to some pharmaceutical interventions for glucose management. The way to use this in your coffee routine is not to pour it directly into your cup. Instead, take 1 to 2 tablespoons diluted in a small glass of water, either right before your coffee or immediately after. That timing lets the acetic acid begin its work on blood sugar and insulin response before your first meal arrives. Always dilute it. Undiluted acetic acid over time can affect tooth enamel and the esophagus. Diluted, it is effective and safe for daily use. Start with 1 tablespoon and work your way up. The final level is the one nobody sees coming, and it may be the most important one for long-term fat loss success, not because of what it does directly to fat cells, but because of what it does to the organ that controls every decision you make about food. Lion's mane is a medicinal mushroom that has been used in East Asian medicine for centuries. Japanese monks reportedly consumed it to sharpen focus during long meditation sessions. And researchers have now identified why. Lion's mane stimulates the production of nerve growth factor and brain-derived neurotrophic factor, compounds that literally support the growth and maintenance of neurons in the brain, particularly in the prefrontal cortex. Why does that matter for fat loss? Because the prefrontal cortex is the region of the brain responsible for impulse control, decision-making, and resisting cravings. It's the part of your brain that says, I don't need that, when the emotional brain is reaching for sugar at 9 o'clock at night. When the prefrontal cortex is supported, well-nourished, and functioning optimally, the willpower battles that derail most fat loss attempts become dramatically easier. Food decisions feel less like fighting yourself. Beyond neurology, lion's mane has shown direct metabolic effects in early research. It appears to reduce fasting blood glucose, improve insulin sensitivity, and modulate gut bacteria in ways that support metabolic function. One study found significant reductions in body weight and fat mass in subjects consuming lion's mane extract compared to controls. Half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of lion's mane powder per day is the effective range. It has the mildest, most neutral flavor of anything on this list. Slightly nutty, almost imperceptible in coffee. It blends cleanly and stacks perfectly with everything above it. So here's what the complete morning coffee looks like when you build all 6 levels together. Freshly brewed coffee. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of ashwagandha, 1 gram of L-carnitine powder, half a teaspoon of lion's mane, blended with a teaspoon of coconut oil to carry the fat-soluble compounds and give it that creamy texture. And your apple cider vinegar taken alongside it in a small glass of water. Every single ingredient in that cup is doing something distinct at the molecular level. Black pepper is enhancing absorption and blocking fat cell formation. Turmeric is reducing the inflammation that locks fat in place. Ashwagandha is correcting the cortisol environment that drives storage. L-carnitine is opening the mitochondrial door for fat to be burned. Apple cider vinegar is activating the master metabolic switch in the liver. And lion's mane is strengthening the brain that makes every food decision for the rest of the day. That is not just an upgraded coffee. That is a complete metabolic intervention in a single cup built from ingredients that cost less than most people spend on a single gym supplement and that have thousands of years of traditional use backed by a growing body of modern clinical research. Your coffee is already there every morning. The question is just what you're putting in it. And if you want to make sure that everything you eat after this coffee is also working with your metabolism instead of against it, I've put together a complete morning meal guide that pairs perfectly with this stack. The link is right below. Go check it out. I'll see you there.